What? Oh, shit. I shaved. But not all the way. You see, I'm gonna let you guys choose for me for what the default facial hair structure should be for these videos from now on. Before you are your three choices. You got unkempt beast, you got kempt beast, pure vanilla, and then you have mustache only. Since mustache only is kind of like in between the two, a compromise, that's what I'll go with for now, but let me know down in the comments which of these you think is best, and we'll choose that from now on. I haven't had a Red Bull since that micropop video a while back, but boy am I gonna need it today. Most of the videos on this channel are about music, and don't get me wrong, I love music. There's a lot of other stuff I like to do in my free time, and I'll make a pie chart for you right here. This is how much time I spend making videos, and this is how much time I spend listening to music, and then the rest is just watching YouTube videos. I watch a lot of YouTube channels. I'm subscribed to over 500 of them. But I'm not gonna be ranking 500 of them today. Today, I've gathered a shit ton of them. I've gathered over 150 different channels that I watch, with a couple exceptions. A couple of them I'm not subscribed to, but pretty much all of them I'm subscribed to, save for like a couple that I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna be ranking them in this tier list here. But you know, as we go down the list, it goes from like, just drop everything and watch it is S. A is, I'll watch it that day that I see it's uploaded, definitely. B is, I'm putting it in my watch later and I'm gonna get around to it within the week, probably. C is, it's pretty average, like, it's, you know, I'm not offended by it, I don't love it either, but it's definitely good enough to be worth watching. D is where we start getting into the background noise territory. D and lower is where we get videos where I don't dislike them, but I'm not going to be paying nearly as much attention to them. I'm probably going to be doing something else while they're on. All those channels are overlapped onto each other, and to make this easier for everybody, I'm going to be doing this in alphabetical order. So if there's a channel you recognize in that list, you could skip over to the letter that channel starts with if you want to hear my thoughts on them. But if you stick around and watch the whole thing, you'll see some shout-outs for some underground channels that have less subs than I do, and honestly, I legitimately believe that in the end of the day, every single channel I'm going to talk about technically makes better videos than me. Even if they're in the F category, they probably still make better videos than I do. I definitely would recommend checking all these channels out. Even if they're in the F category, it's probably still worth checking out if it's slightly interesting to you. But that's beside the point. Let's just jump right into it. Part of me wanted to go over some of these channels and groups, like different channels that have like similar topics to each other, but I figured it'd be easier if I just did everything in alphabetical order. So out of these 150 plus channels, we're just gonna go starting from the top. First thing we have is Too Danny Too Furious. Now this is Danny Gonzalez's second channel, and he already is pretty average to begin with, and his second channel, some second channels are on here. A second channel is going to be where secondary content is, probably not as good as normal content, but Danny isn't terrible when he's doing his secondhand ideas, so we're going to leave it right here at D. Second Jerma is the next one. Second Jerma. So Jerma is a Let's Player, plays video games, he's a streamer now. His main channel used to be just edits of gameplay videos that he's done, but his second channel is now all streaming highlights, which I don't usually watch live streams that much. There's only like a couple channels that I'll watch live streams from. Jerma's one of them. He's hilarious. He's one of my favorites of all time, and normally I wouldn't put a second channel up here, but I'm giving that A. I'd give it more if there was more live action stuff. It'd probably be an S, like the Jerma Rumble, which is on his main channel, his live action Rumble thing. If I got more videos like that, it'd be S tier. But at the end of the day, this is just live stream highlights. But Jerma is one of the best live streamers that I know of, so. 5-second films. Now these guys are a classic. They've been around for over a decade, and they basically were Vine before Vine was a thing. All their videos are under 5 seconds long. Well, they're 8 seconds if you include the title and the credits, but whatever. These guys' problem, though, they're pretty hit or miss. Who can blame them? All their videos have to be 5 seconds long, so some of them aren't going to be funny. So, you know.
Now, to business, gentlemen.
I'm gonna put them in C. Because the ones that are funny are really funny, and their originality is a plus, definitely. So I'm gonna say pretty average. They also don't upload that frequently anymore. Something that I'm gonna be doing to judge the ranking of these channels is how excited do I get when I see a new video by them pop up in my feed. All Gas No Brakes. All Gas No Brakes is this dude, it's like the fucking Sacha Baron Cohen of our generation. He goes to Trump rallies, flat earth rallies, a bunch of like politically charged rallies, the motorcycle rally during COVID. He goes to these places where you'll find a lot of loud morons.
Hey! Trump, motorcycles, and life!
And don't forget my motherfucking guns, baby. I want my fucking guns.
Hell yeah!
And you'll get them to say stupid shit on camera. Yeah, no, very, very good stuff. Definitely an A. If it had better editing, I'd probably put more, but it's pretty gold stuff. Not a lot of people are doing what they're doing on that channel. Up next, we have Armored Skeptic. I used to like this guy a lot more, but not as much. He's kind of a little cringy now. Depending on what topic he's talking about, he can be a little bit, you know, eye-rolling. He's been doing a lot of like stuff about cryptids and stuff recently, information like video essays about and opinion pieces about conspiracies and stuff, which is more interesting than his like, I'm gonna argue against creationists and say why they're wrong. It's like, okay, I'll put him in D. I would put him lower if it weren't for his recent conspiracy theory videos where he debunks them. Those are pretty interesting, so I'll keep that pretty around D. It could be lower, but just around the background noise area. Up next we have Anthpo. I only discovered this guy recently, in the past month or so, but he makes great videos, great skits, funny stuff. He'll do parodies of cartoon shows from your childhood, like iCarly and Phineas and Ferb and Adventure Time and a bunch of other stuff, and they're funny. They're genuinely funny. I'm gonna say, since he's still pretty new to me, I haven't like seen all of his stuff yet. I've liked what I've seen so far enough to put him at least in B. I can see him going higher because his editing's good. It's not great, but it's bad in a way that's funny. Up next is Ants Canada. Get this channel is about this dude from Canada who has a shit ton of ants, and he takes care of them, and he just updates you with videos about his ant terrarium and shit like that. I don't like bugs that much. I'd never have a bug as a pet. But his enthusiasm for his ants really is pretty contagious, and he's really good at being excited about his ant colonies. So I'll put it in B. Yeah, B. Just good enough to be. I mean, it's highly produced. You can tell that, you know, it's popular. Yeah. B. Just above average for me. A Panda. Now this dude is a lot like another channel that we're going to be talking about in a few steps down. He makes video essays about memes, pretty much, opinion pieces. It's a little bit too edgy for me. I usually like edgy stuff, but he just kind of handles it in a very odd way. His tone feels too much like other YouTubers and not unique enough. And he also tends to make videos like explaining himself a little too much, like, this is why everything I say in my video is a joke, I'm playing a character, and I don't think that people should do cancel culture this kind of way. It's like, okay, shut up and be funny, right? I would have put him up higher, but recently his videos have been a little too, like, I don't know, he's getting a little too personal, maybe. He needs to focus on the memes, dude. Yeah, I put him at D. Yeah, ooh, this is a hard choice. I'm gonna be honest here. E? Yeah, we're gonna put you at E for now, Panda. Ashens! This guy I've been watching for a long time. He's just this British dude that looks at old shit, old shit, or cruddy shit, or dollar store stuff, or reviews old food and tastes it. Geeky dude. I'd put him at B, above average, not by much. Yeah, he's between C and B for me. Yeah, I'm gonna put him right between C and B. It's hard to really pin him down between C and B. Because I definitely don't watch all his videos. If I only watch a video if it's interesting to me, and if you're a A or S channel, then I'm gonna be watching every time you upload. Because it's gonna be interesting to me whether or not the topic is interesting to me. Ashen's, he doesn't really have that spark. I won't watch something just because he made it. Atrocity Guide, they do like video essay stuff about creepy things, about crimes, cryptids. It's really just background noise, if I'm being honest. I'm definitely not watching Atrocity Guide for their personality. So I'm gonna put them at E, you know, like the video about someone getting abducted by aliens or creepy murder that happened and whatever, you know, you get what it is. Austin McConnell also does video essays. His topics go all over the place. I think his biggest detriment is that he doesn't really have a theme for his channel. He'll just talk about whatever he wants, kind of like me. Yeah, he's pretty average. He's pretty in the. He talks about filmmaking a lot, which I find interesting, but he doesn't stick to that. He'll also talk about like printer cartridges, which was a good video, but you never know what he's gonna upload next. Not in a good way, because sometimes he'll just upload like a video about something I don't give a shit about, and he's not good at making you want to care about it. So yeah, we'll put it at C. Astrocyst. Astrocyst is like a panda but better. He really focuses on what he's talking about instead of making it about himself. Consistent at uploading, he used to be. I feel like he hasn't uploaded super recently, but he seems to make more stuff than a panda. He seems to just have a better idea of how to be edgy without being like overbearingly edgy. I'm gonna put him at B. He can be funny. He can be funny sometimes. So I'm gonna put him at B, right underneath Ashton's. It's fine. Bacho. This is another channel I found out very recently. So I know I haven't talked about these other channels yet, but if you know Nitpicks or I Hate Everything or Your Movie Sucks, it's like that. He'll talk about movies, give his opinions on them. You know, very dry British humor, which I'm a fan of. Focuses more on his opinions than the movie itself. That's all well and good. My biggest thing about him, he's got less than 1,000 subs right now. Like, he's got less subs than I do. This dude has less subs than I do right now, and he really shouldn't, because he seems to be putting more effort into uploading more consistently than me. So he has a lot of room to grow. It's very new. It's clear to me that he's a new channel. He's still got more stuff to do. He's still honing in on what tone he wants to focus on. So he really can go up or down. But for now, I'm gonna say I'm a big fan of underground channels. I'm a big fan of underground channels, stuff that needs more attention, because you can tell this is all being made by one guy and not like this dude doesn't have like a Patreon right now, right? He doesn't have enough popularity right now for a Patreon, but that's fine. I like it. Bacho, yeah, film reviewer type stuff. Bill Wirtz, pretty popular dude. This guy makes animations and songs that are very cute, very funny, very improv-esque. He also made a couple videos that weren't songs, that were like informational comedy videos about like Japan and about the world and stuff, which those are funny and those are classics. Those are must-watches. They're hilarious. But I also like his normal stuff, which is just, you know, funny, cute songs. And his music videos also are very unique. They're very unique to him. I'm definitely gonna give him A. If I see he's uploaded, you bet I'm gonna watch it. Brad at Everything. I remember a while back someone said one of my music review videos gave off vibes of this dude, so I checked him out. And I liked him. I thought he was cool. But bro, he makes me depressed now. he'll make a fucking video where he has no lights in his room and the only light's coming from his fucking computer screen and it's highlighting like the fucking bags under his eye. Is he okay? Is he in the middle of something right now? And that's not something I want to be thinking while I'm fucking watching YouTube and eating my lunch on my lunch break. You know what I'm saying? A few months ago I would have put him at C, but damn, he's really been just kind of a sad sack. If you're feeling like shit, don't make a video. That's just my thoughts on it. Up next is Brutal Moose. This is the first S tier channel we're talking about. Brutal Moose I've watched for years, and he started doing these things called Brutal Foods. He'll just review food, and it's funny. His editing is top tier, and Brutal Moose's videos are really that's my dream kind of video. Like, I want to be able to make those videos consistently, like, to that level. Great shit. Highly recommend. By the end of this, you better check out at least one S channel. Brutal Moose is a great one. He used to do videos about video games and stuff, and then he used to do videos about movies, and, you know, he's experimenting, but damn, he's really hit his stride. A favorite of mine is his Televoid series, which isn't really going on anymore, but it was like a series where he talked about really old content, and it had this weird, surrealistic, like, story being told between the episodes that was just it hit the spot. It was just cream of the crop type stuff. I recommend his Televoid series so much. That is, can't express how much I love that shit. Buff Corral, this guy, he does covers of songs and he dances to songs, and he uploads very consistently, like nearly twice a day. It feels like, and he'll dance to anything, and he'll do a cover at anything. It's really just, he has a beautiful voice. I'm gonna put him at C because at the end of the day, it is just vocal covers, right? He's not doing something incredibly original, but damn, can that boy move? Can that boy fucking dance? His dance moves at least put him up to like average level. Like he's got passing grade with that. With moves like that, how can you not give him a passing grade with moves like that? Caleb City, this dude does skits about like anime and video games and other stuff too. It's pretty normie, like humor, like, but I have a wide range of stuff that I find funny, and sometimes I'm in the mood for some normie shit, and he's good at making some normie shit. Like, sometimes it's predictable, like the punchline you can see from just reading the title of the video, but he's got a funny personality, and he's good at timing, and not much else you can say. They're just short skits that he'll do with himself, and you know, it radiates early YouTube vibes where it was just a dude and a camera and a skit, you know, and I love that. There's a time and a place for that. That Red Bull ain't sitting right. Call me Carson. I'm not subscribed to him. I don't even know what the drama was that happened with him. We're just gonna put, he'll just be peeking right there. Captain Disillusion, this guy is fucking fantastic. Ooh. You know what? Yep, I'm putting him at S. He's been around for so long. His editing is the best I've seen from YouTube channels that upload that consistently as him. Keep in mind, it's not super consistent. There will be droughts in videos from him, but it's worth it. Oh my god. I love video editing, I love filmmaking shit. That kind of stuff really resonates with me. I have a huge interest in it, and the way he explains some of these viral videos and how they got this like editing done, it's just so good. It's like Vsauce, but only for video editing stuff, and also just the production values through the roof. It is great shit. Yeah, it's like Bill Nye, but for video stuff. Carolyn Constanar, this girl makes videos. They're kind of, she made videos a while back. I found her recently. I liked her video about art. I thought that was really good. She seems to be a little inconsistent with the uploads. She has been uploading a little bit recently again, but you know. Damn, I look as pale as a ghost. Wow. That is so bright, my guy. I'm just gonna look like a ghost for this video, I guess. Sorry. So Carol, yeah, I liked her art video. If she made more art videos like that, I'm gonna make her go higher. For now, she's a B. I like her aesthetic. She's really good at aesthetic, so that's a good thing. Casually Explained, this guy, pretty good. It's like a stand-up skit. He'll write a stand-up skit and then have like little stick figure drawings to emphasize his point. It's okay. It's not the best. Sometimes his videos are pretty funny. It depends on what he's talking about. Yeah, I'll put him, he's above average. He's got a witty, sarcastic tone that I really am drawn to. So, at least a B. Next we have Channel Awesome. I used to watch these guys a lot when I was in fucking 7th grade. But goddamn, did I grow out of that shit. Channel Awesome is gonna have to go down in fucking F tier. I only watch them ironically now, and that's like once every couple months I'll pull up a fucking Nostalgia Critic video just to see where he's at. What is he doing? You know, I'll be like, what's Doug Walker doing? Same stuff, same shit but worse. So yeah, I'm putting them at F. Fuck those guys. Good lord, what a mess. Am I right? What a mess. I had that light on in the back. I didn't realize that was on. I wanted that light to be off during this video. Anyway, what a mess. Am I right? Chris Raygun. This guy, he's like, if JonTron talked about video games still, and also wasn't afraid to be political, and also, unlike John, had better political opinions. He's alright. He'll rate some songs that I don't really care for, but you know, that's just one type of video he'll make. He'll go in A. No, he'll go in B. Cinemassacre. Now, I got into them around the same time I got into Channel Awesome, and let me tell you something, Angry Video Game Nerd, good stuff. It is aged like wine. I love it. Great. It has its own thing. It started a whole genre of videos on YouTube, and it's still one of the best at that specific genre. Consistent. They also have side shows that aren't just AVGN to watch. It's an A channel. It's A. These two channels, Channel Awesome and Cinemassacre, both started in a very similar position. They both were about equal quality, and while Nostalgia Critic just got worse and worse as time went on, AVGN just got better and better in production value, but the amount of talent that was going into it stayed the same. So yeah, no, AVGN, gotta put him in A. It's still good. It's still good shit. I'm still gonna watch it when it uploads. Cinema Wins. So I was gonna put Cinema Sins on this channel, but I'm not subscribed to them. Cause I used to watch them, but then as I got older, I started realizing all this hatred, all this anger, this edginess, calling out nitpicking just the stupidest shit in movies that really doesn't matter. It gets old after a while. And then I saw this other channel, which is doing what Cinema Sins does, but it's not doing the same thing, it's doing the opposite. It's pointing out all the good shit that happens in movies, and let me tell you, it's so much more fun than watching a Cinema Sins video. Oh my god, the amount of positivity. After watching the Cinema Wins video on like Baby Driver, that's what made me decide to make it my favorite movie, after realizing it really makes you realize how many details these fucking people can put in their movies that you will not notice unless someone points them out to you. It's fucking awesome. Cinema Wins, they get a B. I'm running out of space for the B category. I have an idea. Okay. Now I fixed it. We can keep going. Cody Ko does like commentary videos. I don't know. Not a huge fan. Something about his tone, like it's fine, it's good background noise. Like I'm not gonna say he's a bad YouTuber, but when compared to Danny Gonzalez and Drew Gooden, especially Drew Gooden, it's just he's not as funny. It's not as funny as Drew Gooden or Danny Gonzalez. And honestly, I do legitimately believe that Cody Ko's main channel content is on par with Danny Gonzalez's second channel's content. Cold Ones, S tier, bro. These guys are fucking hilarious. Guys, Max Mofo and Anything for Views have their own podcast, and it's funny. They get drunk, and also their live action videos when they're not doing the podcast. Wow, it is good. It is hilarious. Dude, their videos about Fiverr had me in tears. So many of their videos have me in tears. Whether it's a podcast episode or whether it's just a live action video of Max and Chad doing stupid shit, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing. I'm gonna watch that shit right away. Good stuff. College Humor. These guys are kind of in limbo right now. I don't really know what's going on with them. It's like the epitome of average content. It's pretty normie a lot of the time. The videos are pretty hit or miss sometimes. They used to be a lot funnier before a lot of people left, but you know, they're not bad. Cow Chop also even less active. They have officially stopped making content altogether, but these guys were my favorite YouTube channel when they were active. Oh, I watched them since the beginning. Since when they left the Creatures and started doing their own thing. They did Let's Plays, they did live action stuff, they did skits, they did short films, they did videos where they fuck around with Amazon packages and weird shit that they can get online. Oh, I watched every single one of their videos as they were coming out, and that's a lot, because they did a lot of stuff, and their Let's Plays weren't their funniest stuff, honestly. Their live action stuff was better. But good lord, everything from the cooking show to the fucking Amazon show. Ooh. Another example of the kind of content that I would love to make when I have more of an ability to make better content for my channel that isn't just a one-man show. Up next, Daft Pina. This guy does like commentary videos on like other YouTube animators. He talks so fucking slow. He's the only YouTuber where I have to watch him at a higher speed just because it bugs the shit out of me how slow he talks. Bro, putting you in E, he's gotten better at it. He's gotten better at talking faster, but good lord, he's trying too hard to make himself unique, so he's like, I'll change my speech pattern so that people can tell I'm different than the rest of the crowd.
Hello, I'm Daft Pina, and today we're going to talk about a book by The Odd Ones Out, but he has a very long username, so I'll just call him James.
That's how he speaks. It drives me fucking nuts. I can't stand it. Sometimes I find the topics of his videos interesting, but every time it's 1.25 speed or 1.5 speed. Bro, I know you're not watching this. In fact, I'm pretty sure like none of the channels that I talk about are gonna see this video, but I'm gonna talk about it like they are. Bro, fix your shit. Daily Dose of Internet, epitome of normie content. It's really just like front page of Reddit in video form, just random, interesting, brain turn off, interesting stuff. But hey, there's a time and a place for that. I'm not gonna not watch something just because a lot of people see it. D'Angelo Wallace, I believe this is his second channel. I discovered his second channel before his main channel, and his second channel is like highlights of streams. He's got a cool stream setup. It's very interactive. He'll often just do videos talking about stuff, discussing opinions on the internet. It's C content. It could get better. I think his main channel, but he did like a fucking documentary about Shane Dawson and how shitty that dude was, and like, I agree with him a lot of the time, and he has good editing value, but his videos are so long, but it's good. He's got an alright, sense of humor, and he is pretty good at the whole wholesome meme type thing, which is like a new wave of meme to counteract the edgy memes that we saw beforehand. Danny Gonzalez's main channel, I'm gonna give B. Could be better. He's like Drew Gooden, but not as funny. A little bit worse with his timing. He'll just do videos about like ranting about shit that he finds on the internet. Ranting's a weird word. He'll script it, but like, you know, talk about how weird Instagram ads is one that he did. He did an experiment that was cool where he made his own weird Instagram ads to put on YouTube. He's not bad. He's not bad. Definitely B. Above average, but not by much. DB504 I used to like a lot more. He does videos about bass guitar, and that's it. He just talks about bass guitar memes, and like his vocal delivery is cool and all, like it's unique, and it was funny at first, but it's really samey, and like a lot of his videos just feel the same over and over again. It's very repetitive content. I would have put him higher if you asked me a couple months ago, but his content's just gotten a little old. I'm gonna put it at D. It could be worse, I'll admit it could be worse, but sometimes he'll do something funny, like where he made so occasionally he'll have a cool idea, like where he made his bass guitar do a Q&A. That was a good video. Defunctland does like mini documentaries about shit that Disney's done, like rides that have been abandoned or ideas that Disney have done that fell through. Those are pretty cool. Very well researched, well documented videos. If you're in the mood for educational videos about like theme parks and shit, then I'd recommend this. I'd give it B. Did You Know Gaming? Did You Know Gaming is C. They'll do like facts about gaming. It's pretty self-explanatory. It just goes through a list of like themed trivia, and usually I believe them. It's okay. It's pretty average stuff. That's why it's going in C. Pretty middle of the road. Ding Dong VG. This guy was on Oni Plays, but his solo stuff is really funny. He does shit posts. This dude does the kind of shit posts I like. It's like 10 seconds of like a random clip of something with no context whatsoever. And it gets me to laugh all the time. If I've seen he's uploaded, I'm gonna check it out. A, he's got a fantastic sense of humor. Very, very sarcastic. Downhill Media, these people do videos about art a lot. Artsplained is a good video series where this girl who I don't know the name of, she'll just talk about art and this character that it's not for everyone, the character she plays. It's very like unemotional, which some people find annoying. I think she does it well.
Okay, much better. Next time read your notes, camera peasant. Welcome to Artsplained, the show where I explain art. My name is Michelle, and holiday surprises come in all shapes and sizes.
It's like Davey 504, but funnier with the kind of character she plays. The editing is good. The editing is great, especially for how underground it is. I'm giving it A. It deserves much more attention than it has right now. They edited some videos for Anthony Fantano. That's how I discovered them. Drew Gooden, I'm giving an A. He's like Danny Gonzalez, but funnier. He's like if what's the comedian? It's like if John Mulaney was a YouTuber. His tone is very John Mulaney-esque, and John Mulaney is hilarious. And I just think of Drew Gooden as, I guess I'll just show you. Signed poster. I saw them live. Yeah, I saw them live. I like them a lot. Drew Gooden is funnier than Dan Gonzalez, not by a lot, but by enough. Eddie Burback, like Drew Gooden and Dan Gonzalez, make similar videos, just commentary videos, talking about stuff. Pretty funny. I'd put him at B, now I think about it, yeah. I like the videos where he talks about stuff. I think that's his main kind of content. Elvis the Alien, pretty cringe, not gonna lie. I don't know, something about the way he delivers his jokes is just, it feels disingenuous. It doesn't feel sincere. He's taking that edginess and using it in a very not perfect way. Something about his edginess kind of comes off as cringy, not gonna lie. It's like he's trying a little too hard to be rebellious and cringy. He'll make fun of the strangest things. Sometimes I agree with him, but other times I'm like, why are you're just literally kink shaming some of these people, like kink shaming the show. Like, I don't know. It's a little odd. His merch is cool. He's got cool merch. I've never bought any of it, but I do like the designs, I won't lie. I'll get him D. You'll go D. Ember Knight. Ember Knight's cool. I feel like she's working at what's gonna be the next Super Deluxe. Something about the tone of their content, the variety of it, the surrealness of it. Looks like she was also helping make some stuff for Adult Swim on the side.
I only want the truth in my brain. That's why I'm going to get a lobotomy to take this lie out. You want to come with me? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go! It's
like Mr. Rogers parody almost. It's odd. It's very interesting. It's surreal. I'm gonna give it A. Her channel, she's got a good idea of what she wants to make. M. Lemon used to make YouTube poops, and now he makes some of the best video essays I've seen on YouTube. His YouTube Geographic series, high recommendation. He is really great at writing scripts for video topics that you would not expect to have a captivating video for, and then he makes a captivating video for it. His video editing is phenomenal too. Sometimes you forget that you're just watching a video that one dude edited together. Yeah, great stuff. I'd recommend YouTube Geographic specifically. Entertain the Elk makes video essays, not unlike some of the stuff we've seen, often about media, television, shows and stuff. It's pretty good. I'm gonna give it C. It's pretty middle of the road, not gonna lie. It could be better. They're a little short sometimes. They're well thought out, and that's most you can ask for sometimes. Every frame a painting is a lot like Entertain the Elk, but better. I'm gonna give this A. They put so much thought and passion into the writing of their videos. They talk about how movies and stuff work, how much thought and effort goes into some of the movies that he talks about. Pretty good. Fantano, now this is not the Needle Drop YouTube channel. This is Fantano's secondary channel, which I'm gonna give A. This is the channel that has the series Let's Argue on. I like his Let's Argue videos a lot. I like a lot of the commentary videos he does, sometimes even more than his reviews, because I often find myself more interested in what he's talking about than like another review of his. Now this is gonna be a long video, and I'm realizing that now because my camera's running out of space already. So I'm gonna empty out the footage, charge the camera a bit, and then jump right back in where we left off. But right now, Fantano, his secondary channel, gets an A from me, dog. I love his Let's Argue series, and his Let's Agree series is even better sometimes. It'll be a few minutes for me, but it'll be just a second for you. Okay, we're back. Gonna have to do that a couple of times, I think, during the recording of this video, but fuck it, I already started. What do we have next? Far From Subtle. These guys, oh, what a sad story. I used to love them. They live stream video games. They had a really cool setup, but they moved to Japan, and half the crew stayed in Canada when they moved, and honestly, it's kind of just become a toxic place. And I feel bad for people that are still watching them live. Very low energy now. Real shame. I'm gonna have to put them at E. Their old stuff, they were just a group of friends having a fun time, but not anymore. Anyway, Film Cal. These guys are a classic as well. You might remember them as the guys that made Charlie the Unicorn. They still make stuff, and it's pretty alright. I'd say it's B. Their comedy is pretty weird, it's pretty strange, but I like weird and strange. They do parodies sometimes, and you know, they don't upload as frequently as they used to. That's alright. They do some live streams. I've never checked out their live streams where they play games. I'm not interested in that. First We Feast, this is known as the YouTube channel that has Hot Ones, where they have celebrities drink hot sauce, eat hot sauce, and then answer questions, and it's pretty entertaining. I'm gonna also give that a B. Sean Evans, he's a good host, but he doesn't have much of a personality that I come back for. I'm definitely gonna only watch a Hot Ones episode if it's a celebrity I give a shit about. Frank JFC does not upload anymore, unfortunately, but man, his videos about music were spot on, and good lord, his cooking stuff was funny too. I gotta give him A. He's a funny dude. He knows what is funny and what isn't. He has a wholesome personality that I really like. His Instagram stuff is still good, and I wish he would make videos, but I'm gonna respect his decisions to not continue making videos. But I'm gonna keep him at A because I love the dude. Frederick Knudsen makes Down the Rabbit Hole, which is a fan-fucking-tastic series. He can turn anything interesting, and I really don't know if I want to put him at A or S. I'm gonna put at A. Their videos are long, but they're worth it. Down the Rabbit Hole is just a mind-bending series. They make topics on documentaries. They make documentaries on topics that you would not expect there to be so much info on. The amount of research they do is great, and the narration's fantastic. It's some of the best video, essay, mini documentary stuff you'll find on the internet by one dude. Gemini Home Entertainment. These guys are cool. They take public domain footage and turn it into creepy horror stuff, and that's really cool. It's psychological horror type stuff. Pretty interesting usage of assets. They really take footage that anyone can take and turn it into something entirely different. Put that at A. They make really cool, interesting shit. Gianni Matragrano basically takes impact font memes and voices them and adds some sound effects and music. Pretty good. They're really short, and the jokes, like, they'll make me chuckle. I'll put it at C. It's average. Glink, he's a little awkward with his delivery sometimes. It's fine. It's video essay stuff that I'd put just below average, but not too far below average. It's a D. It's alright. The topics he makes are a lot about like internet and social media and like modern day tech stuff. Gokinaru, this dude got into a bit of a feud with H3. He made a video talking about all the problems H3 has, and H3 responded, and then he also responded. It was a little bit of a back and forth. He made a video or two about YouTube unrelated to H3 that were pretty good. I'm gonna put him at C just for, you know, he radiates that early YouTube era of just one dude doing shit in his room. I like that vibe. He hasn't uploaded a lot recently, but I feel like he has got some stuff in the works. He has a lot of potential. I feel potential radiating from that channel. Good Mythical Morning, they're alright. Pretty much everyone knows them by now. They upload every weekday when they can. They eat gross shit. It's pretty funny. I'd put it at B. They've gotten a little bit less interesting as time has gotten on, but they've also added more people into the crew that make up for that. So there's a whole team of people making the videos, and the variety is pretty good. Their personalities are quite funny, quite enjoyable, so I'll put them at B. We got Gordon Ramsay. Now hear me out, guys. This is the only celebrity channel that a lot of YouTube channels have become just celebrity. Like Will Smith has a YouTube channel, fucking Jack Black has a YouTube channel, and Gordon Ramsay has a YouTube channel. But guess what? Gordon Ramsay's channel, actually pretty tight. It's really just like full episodes of Kitchen Nightmares or clips from Kitchen Nightmares, compilations, not just Kitchen Nightmares, just everything Gordon Ramsay's done, and it's good. It's a good hub for Gordon Ramsay content, and he's a funny dude. He's a great chef. I would assume. I've never eaten anything he's made before. I don't think a lot of us have. Gordon Ramsay's channel, unexpectedly decent. I'm gonna put him at B, right there. Right there. We're running out of space in the B area. Gozer's Den. This guy makes cool videos about CDs and vinyls, really cool. He hasn't uploaded a lot recently. He uploaded like in the past couple days, but it was a really short video. But man, I highly recommend checking his stuff out if you are interested in music, in like physical releases of music. He goes over the coolest album packaging that I've seen before for CDs and albums and records, that like they'll make the packaging out of material that is just so cool, and he'll talk about it, and he collects the coolest records and shit. So much of the stuff that he talks about he has physically, and it's so fucking cool. Highly recommend. I'm giving that A. That dude's an A. I love the way he talks about these records. Green Boys is a shitpost channel that started from a JonTron joke from years and years ago. It's funny. I like the shitposts they make. I'll give it C. It seems to be user submitted stuff a lot of the time, but it's just a Yoda puppet doing stupid shit and getting fucked up. I don't know. I find it funny. Gus and Eddie is a podcast between Gus Johnson and Eddie Burback. It's one of the few podcasts I actively listen to. It's pretty good. I'd give it B. It can be better. It could also be a lot worse, but giving it B. It's just two dudes having fun, cracking jokes, talking about funny shit. Gus Johnson is like Eddie Burback, but funnier. I like his videos that aren't skits better. I like when he's talking at a table doing commentary about like a celebrity or something. His videos on like Steve Harvey and Dr. Phil and Wendy Williams are my favorite by him, but his skit stuff is good too. It's a little hit or miss. Sometimes he can do some pretty normy. That shadow from this light is driving me bananas. I really don't know what the fuck this lighting setup is, guys. I'm so sorry. Gus Johnson, yeah, okay. Yeah. H3 Podcast. You know what I think of the H3 Podcast? I think it's a fucking E. The shitty opinions, shitty editors, those fucking dudes that run the show with Ethan and Ela, I don't like them. They're annoying. Their opinions are almost always bad. H3 needs to be moderated more. His scripted stuff is great. H3 Productions, his videos before he started doing the podcast, I'll put that at B. You know what? No. H3 Productions, I'm gonna put it A. Like, before he did the podcast, it's good, and he still occasionally uploads to it. Those Keemstar videos were alright. Yeah, you know what? No, I'm gonna put it in B. Because of the infrequency of the uploads, it takes a long time for him to upload to his main channel now, and when he does, it's not, like, as good as it used to be. If it was still, like, consistently good, even though there was a long time between uploads, I'd keep it at A, but Sometimes you'll wait months for a video and it's not that good when it finally arrives, because he's focusing so much on the podcast. But you know, that's his shit. You make that money, my guy, whatever. There are other people to watch. Hot Dad, this is a musician that makes cool videos that are funny, cool music videos, funny, catchy videos with great editing, great shit. I'm gonna put him at A. When I see he's uploaded, it's a good day, you know what I mean? He's like Bill Wirtz, but live action instead of animation. Hot Diggity Demon is an animator who was turned into a commentator, and his videos, spot fucking on. I love his animation, the shit he did in Blender, and the combination of 2D and 3D animation that he does is great. The topics that he talks about, the way he writes these video essays are hilarious. When you see that he's doing a video on a certain topic, you can guarantee that video is not gonna be about what he's talking about. Like, he has gotten so good at the bait and switch, and it's hilarious shit. It's just the right amount of edginess where it doesn't get on your nerves, but it's good shit. S tier shit. Before he started doing the commentary videos, I would have put him at like B. His like animation videos are good, but they're not like incredible content, but goddamn, I love his commentary videos. I put him at S. I Did a Thing is a channel that I found recently, this dude from Australia who's kind of like William Osman. He kind of like builds shit and does like experiments and stuff to see what he can get away with, and it's alright. He worries me with how like he doesn't care about safety sometimes. I'll put him at B. He can get better. I feel like he's gonna get better as time goes on, unless he doesn't. I Hate Everything. I've watched this guy for a while. He makes rant videos, commentary videos. They're pretty well written. I love his Search for the Worst series where he talks about shitty movies. That's great.
Let's say I wanted to make a mockbuster about the Fast and the Furious movies. I don't have any special effects knowledge. I don't know anyone who is uncharismatic and terrible enough who could play a Vin Diesel type character. I don't even have a car. And the prospect is pointless and impossible unless I approach a studio with a script they think could sell. So guess what? I just don't do it. I don't do it!
I'm putting him at A. The fact that he's done videos for so long without losing like the quality is very admirable. He makes what he wants, he sticks to his guns. No nonsense attitude in his videos that I like. Now we got iDubbbz games. We'll put a D, cause like the typing video he did was alright, but like he doesn't often upload to this channel. It seems to be like an afterthought, and that's fine. His main channel, iDubbbz TV, that gets an S tier. Every time he uploads, it's a fucking banger. And those documentaries that he's been making, the Ice Cream Man and the Full Force documentary, oh, legendary shit. That was his magnum opus. That Full Force documentary is his magnum opus. I'm not kidding here. His bad unboxings are, I think, his weakest videos, but good lord, his iDubbbz Complaints videos are hilarious. His unboxing videos are still great. Like, that's still like B content at least, like B tier stuff. And it's like, that's what I think his weakest videos are. His What's in the Box series looked like it was gonna go somewhere really cool, and then it kind of got dropped, which I wish didn't happen, but you know, to each their own. iDubbbz TV 2, honestly, it can be just as good as the main channel stuff. I'm gonna put that at S. Those videos that he does on the second channel aren't as structured as the main channel stuff. It's just more experimental. It's a little more out there, and I like experimental and out there shit. So yeah, A tier, definitely. Imaginary Ambition it's been a while since Imaginary Ambition has uploaded a video, but he'll do how-to videos on how certain music stuff works, and they're really well written, a lot of inside jokes that go on throughout videos that don't distract from the main thing at hand. Very comprehensive. It's like You Suck at Cooking, but for music. I'm gonna put him at A. I love when he uploads very interesting stuff. You don't know what's gonna happen in it, even if you know what the title is. Internet Comment Etiquette gets an S. This dude has been going on for so long, and fuck, I love his shit. His shit is top tier shit. I definitely recommend. It doesn't matter what video. Go pick any random video from Internet Comment Etiquette and it's gonna be hilarious. His channel really is just the epitome of internet culture distilled into just a single like series. Internet Historian Incognito Mode. Internet Historian's a great video essayist, great mini documentator. He has a great editing style and a very unique sense of humor in editing that I like a lot. His second channel, he'll do collaborations with other channels where they go over content, and honestly, I'd say A tier. His videos with Samito Media where they talk about art and they talk about other like architecture and shit, oh man, That's hilarious. They talk about lore, they talk about any kind of random topics, and their style of humor is fucking hilarious. A tier. Internet Historian's main channel, that's S. He'll find shit on the internet to talk about that it's like down the rabbit hole but funnier instead of like scarier or more like disturbing stuff. It's more hilarious shit. His sense of humor is just really sharp, really up there. Love it. Internet Today, also S tier. Content on its own isn't S tier, but the fact that they're so consistent. They make so many videos a week. It's like several videos a week, and they're all incredibly researched, well edited. They're one of the most consistent channels I've seen on the internet. I've watched them for so long. Before they went independent, they used to be part of Machinima, and not anymore. They do news stuff for internet-related things and tech-related things and culture stuff, and their sense of humor is hilarious. They really made the pandemic a lot easier to get through, because they would point out the ridiculous shit going on and be like, how is this going on? I'm like, I don't know, guys, but I'm glad you guys are pointing it out. Jack's Films, classic A tier. He's been getting better recently. If you had asked me a month or two ago, I'd put him in B or C tier with his Yai and his Jackass videos. Like, they got old for me. But he's been doing a lot more parody and satire stuff again, and I love that shit. That's my favorite kind of stuff from him, and he's been doing a lot more of that recently, and I'm a fan. So I'm gonna put him in A because he's really gotten back up there. He was up here, then he went down, and now he's back up again. So he's proof to me that a channel can get worse before it gets better. James Miller needs a lot more subs than he has now. If you know the YouTuber Nakey Jakey, then watch James Miller. He's like Nakey Jakey in every way. Some people would call him a ripoff, but I think he's doing it just well enough where it comes off as his own thing. He's trying his hardest, and I love what he's doing. The fact that he has only a few, like, 1,000 subscribers really weirds me out. You'd think he'd have at least, like, a couple 100,000 by now, but nope. Does videos about video games, talks about, like, internet culture stuff really well. I'd say he's a B. Still definitely above average. B, for sure. Jar Media is a podcast that I Hate Everything has. It's pretty funny. I'd say it's about the same equal funniness as Gus and Eddie podcast. Sometimes they'll go on about Halo, and I don't fucking play Halo, or like Destiny, or half the games that they talk about. When they talk about that, I skip it. But then they'll do like funny shit about, like, they'll talk about Channel Awesome, for example, and that's good stuff. I like their sense of humor. Very cool with the inside jokes they have. It can get better. It has room to grow, even though they've been doing it for so long. The community is quite funny too. Jarvis Johnson Gold. Jarvis Johnson's already like treading the line of like service, like adequacy to begin with. Like, he's so average with his content. Sometimes I'll get bored, but his second channel is even more of that. I'm gonna put his second channel at like D tier. It's pretty like low energy and sometimes a little too low energy. Fuck it. I'm putting his gold channel, his second channel, at the E tier. I've fallen asleep watching some of his videos before, but his main channel, I'll put it C tier. It's better, it's good, it's decent commentary videos, very not unlike Drew Gooden and Danny Gonzalez. Just a little lower energy. Better than Danny Gonzalez's second channel though, at least that's what I think. JCS's Criminal Psychology is a channel that I found recently. Pretty cool shit. They do criminal psychology stuff. They'll look at tapes of interrogations and interviews with like serial killers and shit, and describe all the little like body language stuff that they're doing that shows whether or not they're guilty or not, and also like interrogation tactics that police will use if you're like being interrogated. It is real fascinating shit, like real mind blow type stuff. I'm gonna put them at A. Their videos, it takes a long time for them to come out with reason. Like, I get why it can tell the amount of work that goes into a video is pretty good, but I wish they had more. Honestly, this is one of my biggest complaints, is I wish there was more, which, you know, if that's one of my only complaints with the channel, it's gotta be good. Jeff Abel and Friends is like the kind of videos Max Mofo used to do a while back, where he just does stupid shit to himself. This guy will like eat a cactus, eat like a shit ton of like Reaper chili peppers or whatever, I don't know, like Ghost Reaper, whatever. It's pretty like caveman brain content. Like, it's like you want to see this guy scream and make an ass of himself and like hurt himself for comedy. It's alright. Like, I'm not gonna stop him. I'm not gonna tell him what he's doing is bad for him. I'm pretty sure he's aware of it, but there's sometimes you're in the mood to just watch someone scream as he's eating a cactus, you know? He's just like, oh yeah, let's do this. I don't know. Jill's marble runs I found last year during the pandemic. It takes sports and like Olympic events and just turns it into marble races, and honestly, I never realized how much sports is just, once you find a team to root for, that's all you need. Like, you find your favorite color of marble, and once you find that, and you're like, oh, I hope my favorite color wins, that's all, bam, you're suddenly invested. Now you suddenly give a shit about these marbles. The editing they do for the sound effects is really cool. It's really convincing, very immersive. The narration really is what makes it. They have a sports commentator for all of it, and that really is what draws you in. Gives it a lot of personality. I'll put them at A. They're very consistent. They got a whole team of people working on this shit, and I find that just wholesome, heartwarming. Germa985's main channel, he hasn't uploaded in God knows how long. I used to follow him before he even had a second channel. I was subscribed. I wish he did more live action stuff like the live action Germa Rumble, but he doesn't. But it's a good archive of great shit. Like, it hasn't aged poorly. Like, you can still watch like a 6-year-old Germa video and it's still fucking hilarious. I'll also put that at A. Oh, man, I don't know. Because Germa's one of my favorite content creators, but if I put both of his channels at A, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna keep his main channel at A. I'll put his second channel in S. He's one of my favorite content creators on the platform today, and I need to have it reflect that. He's fucking hilarious, and he'll do shit on live streams I didn't even know was possible, like the Carnival live stream where he has all of his fans control a robot by voting on how it should move. It's funny. It's great. It's cool shit. So I'm gonna put him at S. Last second thought. Change right there. Joel Haver, I also discovered recently. He does cool surrealist animations that look so fucking, I've never seen animation like it before. Really funny shit. And he also does skits that are pretty good. I'm gonna put him at A. Just watch any of his animations, any of them. It doesn't matter. They're wild. They're hilarious. He deserves some shit on Adult Swim. He deserves a job at Adult Swim. That's what I'll say. JonTron S tier. I'm running out of battery. I gotta charge. Goodbye. I severely underestimated how long this video would take to make. You have no idea how long it takes for the camera to charge between shots, so we're gonna have to go a little faster than I was. JonTron is an S tier. His political opinions kind of made me distance my love of him a bit, but for years he's been consistently hilarious, quality over quantity, hilarious shit. His videos still make me hurt from laughing and separate art from artists. While I'm not gonna endorse him as a person, I'm gonna endorse his content because his content is funny. Josh Deek. This guy does some commentary videos, pretty underground. He does pretty interesting videos. He did a video where he was a part of a pyramid scheme, just to see what it was like. I'd put him at B. He has a lot more room to grow. He can get better, but where he is now is alright. Captain Kristen does video essays and mini docs about culture, pop culture stuff. He did a video about gorillas that I loved a lot too. I'll put him at A. The editing is phenomenal, the writing is phenomenal, a lot about it is great. He hasn't uploaded in a very long time though, and I'm a little worried. Kyle Anonymous sometimes makes videos with Internet Today or collaborates with them. He's collaborated with some other YouTubers I watch, but his solo stuff is fine. He's been uploading like clips that are meant for TikTok that were like from his live streams. It's very strange, and I hope that he does a little more long-form content. As it is now, I'd say he's a D. He has a lot of room to grow though. I don't dislike the dude. He can get funnier. He's funnier when he's on other channels, but his solo stuff is kind of eh. Lazy Pillow, Yotam Perel, this guy, he's an animator, but his animations, while they're phenomenal, and I love him, and he's hilarious, his live action stuff is also funny. He'll do videos just talking about stuff that he finds, or like making something, and it's pretty good. His comedy is like awkward comedy. It's hard to describe. He has a unique delivery that I like a lot. So I'm gonna put Lazy Pillow at A. We're running out of A space, and I'm starting to get a little worried. Up next is Lazy Purple. This guy's an A, definitely. What he does is he'll play TF2 and have a crazy like thing happen in the game, and then he'll animate it and then talk about it. His videos have wonderful pacing, they have wonderful writing, they're nice and long. You can tell the amount of time that it takes to make one of his videos is quite impressive. And yeah, no, the stuff that he does is real good. I like it. Legal Eagle, I'm gonna put at D. It's a lawyer that just talks about stuff from a lawyer perspective. He's been doing a lot of drama-related things that I don't really care for. Something about the topics he chooses to do seem to be uninteresting to me. He used to be more interesting, but I don't know. He needs to choose better shit to talk about. Local 58 TV is like Gemini Home Entertainment, but not as good, which is strange because it's more popular than Gemini. I think Gemini was inspired by Local 58 TV. They do like horror, psychological horror stuff using public domain stock footage, which is pretty cool, very unique. I think they were one of the first to really popularize this genre, so that's why they're so popular, but I don't think they do it as well as Gemini Home Entertainment. The story they're telling is very subtle and like they're being very obscure with it, but Gemini's been doing a great job at explaining the lore and revealing more with each video of like what's going on. But Local 58 likes keeping it in the dark and making it very interpretive, which is cool and all, but they kind of lean into it too much and it kind of takes away from the video. I'm gonna put them at C. Very cool idea, and they do it very well. They've also been very inconsistent with their uploads, and it's been like a long fucking time for a video that I bet isn't gonna be even as good as what Gemini does. Max Mofo, he's an A. I would put him in S for being part of the original like Filth trio, the Filthy Frank group, but even when he was making videos on his main channel, it wasn't as good. It's really just him throwing up or doing stupid shit. Cold Ones is really where you're gonna get a lot of the best Max entertainment nowadays, but it's still great, it's still good stuff. But yeah, he also hasn't uploaded in the longest time. He's been doing stuff on his Pokemon channel, which is Max Mofo Pokemon, which I'm also gonna put at A. I like the videos he does where he does like grab bags from like dollar store shit and like just weird off-brand stuff. He'll do stuff like Mighty Beans unboxings. My Pikachu, Detective Pikachu card unboxing video was heavily inspired by the type of shit he does, if that wasn't obvious enough. So yeah, it's alright. If you like Pokemon, you should probably already know about this channel. He just opens Pokemon cards. It's pretty good. Meat Clown needs more subscribers. This shit is fucking S tier. You have no idea. None of you even fucking know. So I found Meat Clown through Vinesauce. It was an inside joke, and I looked into the channel. It's like down the rabbit hole shit. Like there's so much content, and it's so strange and surreal, and you can't tell what's a joke and what isn't. And the ads that they do are just so fucking weird. You just gotta check it out. Just look up Meat Clown and subscribe to them. They have less subscribers than I do, and that's a crime. Meme analysis, I'm gonna put him at E. I used to have more interest in his videos, but as he kept making content, I realized the formula of his videos pretty quickly, and they're really long-winded like analysis of memes that might not even apply to the meme he's talking about. Like he overanalyzes things a little too much, but it's fine background noise, and some of the videos are pretty funny where he'll take a meme that seems so nondescript and then talk about it for like 10 straight minutes. Michael Reeves, this is a hard choice, it's hard. I'm gonna put him at S. He's great. This dude invents the craziest shit. It's like William Osman. He'll make random wacky shit. He's really good at electronics and robots and scripting and coding. And he took that Filthy Frank energy, that edginess, and turned it into his own. Sometimes edginess isn't great, can get annoying, but the way Michael Reeves uses it is pretty good. It's a great example of how to be edgy without being cringy. Next is Muscle Party. This is what Brett Hungdar or whatever from Cow Chop did after Cow Chop broke up, and I was expecting more. Not gonna lie, I was expecting more. Putting it in E. They have a long way to go. There's a lot of potential there, but it looks like he really dropped the ball on the project. It's just not as funny as I thought it would be. Mythical Kitchen. This is something from Good Mythical Morning. The chef from Good Mythical Morning, one of them, Josh, he's got quite a personality, and he'll do crazy shit with food that's pretty entertaining, and I often find his personality more entertaining than Rhett and Link. I'm gonna put him in B. Nakey Jakey does commentary video essays on video games and stuff most of the time. They're quite well done, they're really good, really funny, wonderful delivery. I'm actually debating whether or not to put him in S or A. Yeah, I'll put him in S. I love when Nakey's uploaded a video. His Rockstar Games video was quite eye-opening for open world games and how they should be designed. Nana825763 is this person from Japan, I'm pretty sure. Legitimately some of the creepiest shit I've seen on YouTube. They make me uncomfortable in ways that I didn't know was possible. The amount of work I've seen them put into a video. They'll also put behind the scenes videos for their horror stuff that they're really transparent with how they make their videos, and I appreciate that so much. Nana 825763. Whoa, you're going in A, buddy. Up next is Nerd City. I'm gonna put them in S. Their editing is top of the line stuff. Even their intros for their videos are just spectacular shit. The topics that they do, the research that they go into, it's really quite captivating. Their videos on the Daddy of 5 channel was something else. Really love the way that their videos look and feel. Nick Lutzko, going in S. This guy is one of my favorite content creators that's like currently regularly, consistently active. This dude will write songs about political stuff, and it's just fucking hilarious. He'll do videos just dunking on like Trump Jr., Alex Jones, Joe Rogan, and you know, you'll notice a lot of these channels aren't inherently political, but damn, this guy is just, his demeanor is something else to behold. Nick Robinson, I'm gonna put in B. I'd put it higher, but his recent videos have kind of been lacking in interest for me. That's probably because of the pandemic, because he's not able to travel like he usually would, but my favorite videos of his were the stuff he would do in live action, like when he went to a coin convention, or when he went to see how long he could go without knowing what time it was. That's my favorite video from him.
Midnight? This is crazy.
And it's what, Friday?
Sucks.
What?
The McDonald's is closed.
Highly recommend that video out, but as of late his content's kind of been lacking, and he's also been focusing a lot on premium content, shit you have to pay for, which isn't cool. Nitpicks, I'm putting in A. They do videos like I Hate Everything, but even better, in my opinion. It focuses more on videos and movies and television and stuff you can find on Netflix sometimes, but the dry humor is abundant in this channel. It takes a while for them to upload, but when they do, you know they're gonna rip into a show and just tell you all the things that it does wrong. Nothing But Lag is Super Mega's editor. He's alright. I'm gonna put him in D. He has more room to grow, but as of now his videos are pretty like one note. They're pretty like subpar. They have a lot more room to grow. Obviously he's a lot funnier when he's working with other people. Off Canny, S tier. This is my favorite YouTube channel currently uploading. Every video that they made is spectacular. If you watch any of these channels, I recommend Off Canny. Off Canny was was like part of Cow Chop, the Cow Chop crew. They went on, did their own thing, and literally took everything I loved about Cow Chop and kept it, and then took away all the shit I didn't care about Cow Chop, like the Let's Plays. I didn't really care that much for the Let's Plays. They don't have Let's Plays on their channel. They are so funny. I love them so much. The shit they do, it's always a great time. Of course, some videos are better than others, but all of them are phenomenal. I'd say they regularly make S tier content. Oni Plays, I'm giving an A. These guys replaced Game Grumps for me when John left, and honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. These guys have been making hilarious videos. Like when it comes to Let's Plays, they're some of the funniest shit out there. I don't watch Let's Plays a lot anymore, but when I do, it's gonna be from Oni Plays, probably. There's like 3 or 4 Let's Play channels that I still watch, and that's one of them, for sure. Oni Plays is hilarious. Pay Money Wubby, S tier channel. This guy basically replaced H3H3 for me in regards to the kind of stuff that he does. He'll just do commentary videos on hilarious, ridiculous shit. It's really good. Highly recommend Pay Money Wubby. He's also been streaming, which I haven't been watching as much, but he seems pretty popular on Twitch too. Penguin Z Critical, I'm gonna give a B. I used to like him more. He's alright. He's been trying some more different stuff with like the moist ladder and stuff, and that's alright. But you know, he focuses more on quantity than quality, but it's still good. It's still above average. I like his opinions a lot of the time and agree with them. But it can be pretty boring sometimes because a lot of his videos are just him sitting in front of a camera. But his live action stuff is stuff that he's been doing like outside of his room is pretty alright. He's been doing some stuff with friends that's okay. Peter Knetter is an E-tier YouTuber. He'll do stuff about video games and like Sega stuff. He's funny for background noise. It's subpar content, that's why it's going in E-tier. PewDiePie, man oh man, I used to watch him a lot when I was a little baby, then I stopped watching him altogether, and then I started watching him again, and now I'm watching him and it's like, it's hit or miss. It's very hit or miss. A lot of his videos are just him looking at Reddit, which, he can do better, man. Come on. Like, I mean, he makes, like, those music videos sometimes, which are alright, but man, I'm sick of YouTube videos of people looking at subreddits, my guy. Like, if I wanted to do that, I'd just go on fucking Reddit. D tier. I like the videos where he looks at TLC shit, but he really is just background noise for me at this point. I don't know. When you're just regurgitating other content. PieMat7 is like what is meme review, but in the modern day. He just reviews memes. It's alright, it's pretty average. I'm gonna put him in C tier. He's pretty middle of the road. He's not terrible, he's not fantastic either. If you miss when Anthony Fantano reviewed memes, maybe you should give this one a shot. It doesn't have the same tone as That Is the Plan used to have. It's definitely different like delivery and different kind of comedy than the ironic sense of humor that Is the Plan used to have, but the meme reviews are still good. It's still, so I'm give it a C. Rebel Taxi, he's A tier. I'm running out of room in these, but whatever. So Rebel Taxi is A. He's been doing this for so long, and I've watched him for a very, very long time. Sometimes the videos are a little too long. The editing is really good. He's really stylistic with his editing, but it's like very formulaic in that he has everything planned out already instead of like something that you don't know what's gonna be like. And he's pretty funny. I'm gonna give him A. Reckless Ben, I'm also gonna give an A. They're very similar to All Gas No Brakes, except trying to infiltrate stuff. They did the video series where they went into Scientology and without paying any money and like try to see how far they could infiltrate Scientology. That was cool. They made like a fake painting that was really shitty to try to see how much they could sell for it if they passed it off as like a legitimate painting that was made by a famous artist. That was cool. They're getting an A. Red Letter Media, I'm giving A. There's so many A channels, we're running out of room. It'll be more clear when it's done. Red Letter Media, I've been watching them for so long. I used to only watch their Mr. Plinkett stuff, but as I got older, I learned to appreciate their videos like half in the bag. They just talk about shitty movies and laugh about how terrible they are and watch them together. Pretty good, very B-movie focused, so that's good. Relax, I'm giving D tier. I would have put him in C, but I don't know, something about his personality has been kind of grating on me. He's like JonTron, but back when JonTron talked about video games. He'll do comedy and video essay stuff wherever. He's more like Scott the Woz than JonTron used to be, if I'm being honest. Rhett and Link, this is not Good Mythical Morning. This is their solo channel. I'm giving D. Their personalities just aren't that great when it's not in a structured setting. They also don't upload very regularly to it anymore. They used to do like songs and stuff, like comedy skits and songs. Now they just focus on Good Mythical Morning, which is fine. That's understandable. I get it. Robert Benfer, I would have put an S a long time ago. I just can't ignore how terrible of a person he is now, and how much he scams people. Like, he's hilarious, don't get me wrong, his videos are funny, and I love his live action stuff equally, if not more so, than Clay World. He does like surreal skits and music and stuff, more surrealist, like Tim and Eric-esque like skits, but he's also very infrequent with his uploads and just kind of streams nowadays, and his streams aren't good. RT Game is like Irish Jerma. He's funny, but he's getting D tier. It's really background noise. Like, he kind of just plays video games and laughs at the stupid shit that's happening. Like, doesn't seem as unique as Jerma or other live streamers, like compilation videos that I watch. Rusty Cage, I'm giving a B. He's like Nerd City, but just one guy instead of like more than one person. He'll do commentary videos and like talk about stuff that interests him. Some YouTube drama stuff sometimes. He's alright, he's not bad. He's a little edgy, but I like me some edge sometimes. Saber Spark, I'm giving C tier. He's like Rebel Taxi, except instead of about video games, he'll talk about shows. He'll talk about like, look at this weird, this animation almost looks like it was made by a furry, guys, doesn't it? Like, okay, or like religious cartoons and like talk about how shitty they are. Like, alright. It's not bad. It's very average content, C tier. Sad World, I'm giving S. These guys, this is Gibby from iCarly, grew up and got a YouTube channel, and it's fucking phenomenal. It's like Tim and Eric on meth. The editing is so garbled and hard to comprehend. It's so unique, and I'm so fascinated by it. All their videos look phenomenal, and the comedy's hilarious. If you like strange, surreal comedy like Tim and Eric, I'd highly recommend Sad World. Really great shit. Salty DK Dan, I'm gonna put in C. Very average. Weird things on the internet that I wouldn't have found if it weren't for his videos. But other than that, like, his personality's okay. It's better than some of the other people's on here, but it's kind of bland. Scott the Woz, I'm giving A. He's getting an A tier because his videos, he's able to be so consistent. The writing is great. It's like JonTron when he talked about video games, except like snappier, very quick, snappy joke after joke. He condenses a lot of clever jokes within each other. Solar Sands talks about art, both good and bad art. Pretty interesting. I'd give it B. His personality could be better, and he isn't as funny as he is informative. But if you like videos talking about art stuff, like both shitty DeviantArt stuff and also like Renaissance painting stuff, that's where you're gonna want to go for that. Some more news, one of the other few political channels that I have on this list, but he just talks about new stuff in a very person-to-person way. The way that the writing is on the show is very like, can you believe this shit? And that's how I felt for the past year or so when it comes to politics. Can you believe this shit? I'm gonna give them A. They got long-ass videos, but it's worth it. These other channels are getting a little covered up by the A tier, but that's fine. So Mito Media used to do meme reviews, but he's kind of been lacking in the uploads recently. He hasn't uploaded that much recently, but he'll review memes and talk about them, give you the rundown on what's been popular on the interwebs recently. I'm gonna give him B. Could be better. He's also seems to be taking a break or something. I don't know what's up with that. Super Best Friends Play, RIP. These guys ended their channel a while ago, but I can't help but put them in this tier list. One of the Let's Play channels I used to watch, but don't watch anymore because they don't make videos anymore. I'll put them in B. They were funny. Super Mega, I'm gonna put in A. If they only did the live action stuff, I'd put them in S. Their Let's Plays are hit or miss. Sometimes they're really good. I like their podcast. I like their live action stuff so much, and if that's all they did, I would put them in S. But their Let's Plays, like, sometimes they're good when they're doing like Flash games, but when they're playing Animal Crossing, like, I'm gonna skip. And if you're an S channel, that means I'm not skipping any of your videos. Sven Johnson makes the exact kind of videos that Gus Johnson makes, except not as good. He's a little more awkward. He's better when he's an extra on other people's videos, but his solo stuff is like, Put him at D, just below average. Like, not super far below average, but just below average. He has room to grow, though. Tatered, this is what the channel Super Deluxe turned into. Super Deluxe used to be one of my favorite channels. They would make just surreal, crazy shit. All the people that worked on Super Deluxe went on to do different stuff, including like Nick Lutzko, for example, or Vic Berger. But, you know, now they're just like, it's just like whatever was left over. I don't know what happened. Something happened with like copyright shit, and now it's just like a wasteland of a channel, which is a shame. I would put them at S if they were active today, but they are not. They have disbanded, so I'm gonna have to just put them at C, right in the middle. That is the plan. Also, another inactive channel. This channel doesn't upload anymore, and all you can find are archives and re-uploads. But good lord, he used to be one of my favorites. I loved this shit more than the Needle Drop, but I would have put him in S, honestly. His editing style was shit, but that was part of the charm. Nowadays, he doesn't upload, so I'm gonna have to put him at A instead. It turned into the Fantano channel, which is also an A. Except he doesn't talk about memes anymore on the Fantano channel. Film Theorists. I'm gonna put it D. It's background noise. Food Theorists, I'm gonna put at E. It's background noise. Food Theorists, I'm gonna put at D because it's slightly more interesting than Film Theorists. Game Theorists, I'll put at F because there's only so many fucking Five Nights at Freddy theories you can watch before you get sick of it. The epitome of guilty pleasure channel is the Game Theory for me. I don't hate them, but I don't love them, and I don't tell my friends that I watch them. It's background noise, honestly. Like, I don't know what the appeal is. They're well produced, like, they're not bad, but I don't know, they're just so fucking normie sometimes. Needle Drop, I'm gonna put it B. I've found a lot of good music through them, but, you know, it's still just a review. If you don't give a shit about the music that he's talking about, you're probably not gonna give a shit about the video. Anthony Fantano does some good stuff. The Needle Drop is alright. I'm gonna give it B. Report of the Week, I'm also gonna give B. He's a great guy, don't get me wrong, I love him, I love the dude. But there's only so many of his videos you can watch. Like, when was the last time you watched a video of his in full? Was it within the past month? Because he's uploaded like a shit ton in the past month. He uploads so regularly, and something tells me that I'm not the only one who like has realized I don't actually watch him that regularly, despite the fact that I talk so highly of Report of the Week. Love the dude, but his content, like, he could afford to switch it up a bit, you know what I mean? Thomas Gore, I'm gonna give A. He used to be part of this channel called Balloon Shop, which is no longer thing and hasn't been a thing for like 5 years now, so that's why they're not on this list. But he does solo stuff occasionally, and it's weird, it's surreal, it's very like, you can't tell how shitty the video is because of a joke or if it was on purpose, and I love it. He was the inspiration for my Arnagald Infinity videos, which are my least popular videos, and I don't care. Tier Zoo talks about animals as if they were in a video game, and it's pretty clever, and I like it. It's B tier. Could be worse, could be better, but you know, whatever. They're well researched, they're informative. Maybe I don't care about animals as much as I should. Tofu Pupper, I'm giving A. This is just, it's wholesome memes. It's surreal wholesome memes with a dog with a strange accent that talks to you. It's very cute, very funny. I like watching it. Treats for Beasts, I'm gonna give B. They make some cool, weird animations and some live action stuff that's very out there, very surreal, very strange, interpretive stuff. Can get a little pretentious at times, but not to the point where it's really that much of a minus on the content. Uncle Al, I'm gonna give B. He does voice impressions over videos and dubs. He did a dub or two of the Donkey Kong show, the Donkey Kong animated show, that were pretty funny. He doesn't upload it that frequently, but when he does, it's alright. They could be better. They're funny most of the time. His impressions are really good, and that helps. Value Select, I'm giving A. He makes very catchy songs about funny topics, and I like him. I like his stuff. He's also pretty underground. He also doesn't put ads in his videos, which is really cool. Varg the Skeletor Joel. This is a guy that live streams stuff. He's pretty funny. I'm gonna give him average C. I think he's pretty hit or miss, and I can't stand watching a full stream of Joel. Like, when you watch it all at once instead of the edited bits, it really like becomes apparent how long they can drag sometimes. His jokes can get a little repetitive too, and sometimes you just want to see him play the game when he's just sticking around. I'm running out of fucking battery space. Vic Berger edits videos together and they're really funny, and he makes fun of political people and they're really good. I'm gonna put it at A. He makes very funny videos that are edits of like television and politicians, and they make them look like fools, and that's really funny. Video Game Donkey, I'm giving S tier. He's fucking, everyone knows Donkey. Donkey's the best. He's hilarious. He makes some of the funniest videos about video games. His style of humor is so perfectly ironic and sarcastic and witty, and just everything about it is great. Vinesauce is one of my favorite channels. I'm gonna give S tier, just, and this is kind of a personal bias, like maybe he should be an A, but one, I'm running out of space in A. Two, I just watch too much Vinesauce to not put him in S. He plays video games, he talks about music, he makes funny jokes, he's the lead singer of Red Fox, and his videos are funny, and I've watched them for like over half a decade, well over half a decade. Voiceover Pete, I'm disappointed, buddy. I thought you were gonna be funnier. You're going in E tier. I thought you were gonna be better, but you were not. You just turned into a live streamer. Vsauce, good science videos, I'ma put in S. There's so much to watch, and they're funny, and they're informative. He's really good. He's like the Bill Nye of YouTube. He really is. Wang talks about internet culture and shit, a lot of stuff from like way back, like in the forum era of the internet. Pretty good. I'm gonna give him B. He's not super funny all the time, and his personality can be lacking sometimes, but that's what I'm gonna give him. William Osman, I'm gonna give S tier. He makes just, I'm gonna give him A tier. He used to make more interesting videos. I don't know, some of his video topics have been a little bit lacking for me, but usually if he makes a video, it's gonna be a great one. He builds wacky shit like Michael Reeves, except he's a little bit less chaotic and less edgy, which, hey, that's fine. You Suck at Cooking, I'm gonna give a B. They're like Imaginary Ambition, but a little bit less good. They make cooking videos that are really easy to follow, really simple, really quick, and they're also pretty funny. I don't know, they're not crazy though, they're not like amazing. Like Imaginary Ambition is much more editing put into it than Euro Cooking Sucks video. YourMovieSucks.org, I'm gonna give a C. I would have honestly given him like a B or an A, but like all he does now is just review films he saw at film festivals, and I wish he did more videos like YMS where he does like a long video talking about a shitty movie like I Hate Everything, but he hasn't done that in a while. Lastly but not least, we have Ziv Frank, which I'm gonna put at C. Pretty normie content. He used to make a lot more weirder stuff, but now he just does like videos parodying like Planet Earth documentaries where he talks about animals, but in a very casual way. It's pretty funny. It's funny like the first couple times that you see it, but then the joke kind of starts getting old after a bit. It's alright, not bad. And that's it. That's it. That's the last of it. So this is my definitive tier list. This took so long, but here you go, that's it. So yeah, I'm not gonna try adjusting the positioning because this already has gone on too long, but that's it. For the S's, I'm gonna just go through the S's. We have Brutal Moose, Captain Disillusion, Cold Ones, Cow Chop, Emperor Lemon, Hot Diggity Demon, iDubbbz, Internet Comment Etiquette with Eric, Internet Historian, Internet Today, Germa, JonTron, Meat Clown, Michael Reeves, Nakey Jakey, Nerd City, Nick Lutzko, Off Canny, Pay Money Wubby, Sad World, Video Game Donkey, Vine Sauce, and Vsauce. If those were the only channels on YouTube, I'd still be watching it today. That's for sure. Pretty much like everything B, A, and S, like those are my favorites, honestly. A and S are my favorites. Anything in A and S, it's a favorite and I highly recommend, even if you're not like immediately interested in the content, I'd recommend it. Everything below C is pretty much just stuff I put on for background noise or like if there's nothing else to watch. And C is like middle of the road, average, just the epitome of average. Like it's not bad, I'll put it on, I'll enjoy it sometimes I'll be bored by it. But yeah, that's it. I put the Jax3636 channel in triple S. That's where I'd put my channel if I was on this list. Where would you put yours? What are you proud of? What have you done anything that you're proud of? Have you created stuff that matters to you? I don't know. Would you have been on here if you tried harder? Maybe. This is Jax3636 signing off. I hope to do more live action videos like this in the future, but there's also more music videos that I have in the pipeline. I'll be honest, some of these videos are taking longer to make than I anticipated, but when they're done, they'll be done. Follow me on Instagram if you want some updates to videos as they're coming out. I'll often post on my story, like if I'm working on a video. Other than Instagram, like I got 2 social media sites I use, YouTube and Instagram. That's it, baby. That's all I need in this modern day. How would you survive? But yeah, check out those S channels. They're really good. But watch all my videos first.